everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new documentary just dropped on Netflix called Untold Shooting Guard. And when I saw the trailer for this documentary, honestly I thought this looked really interesting, and this is like 1 hour something long. And after watching this documentary, what do I think? So this documentary centers around to this big NBA player, and this incident took place in 2009. It was headline grabbing moment. Two NBA player, one is a genius star, reportedly pulling gun on each other in a locker room confrontation. What really happened between the Washington Wizard Gilbert Arenas and Javis Cretenton? So this documentary, like it tells the story from both of this player perspective, and it does starts with, we see like the way Gilbert Arenas, he comes on and he talks about his life and all the I guess the regret he has about the incident took place in that time. Both of this player got suspension at the time when this thing happened. Apparently it was a huge big deal in 2009 when this incident happened. So but although it is coming out now after all this time, and I was watching like the one of the player, he was really excited that this documentary was coming on Netflix. So as I said, the trailer looked for this documentary. It looks really very interesting. Story itself is really interesting. However, though, this documentary itself, it's kind of like, it takes a detour. Like the first act for this, I was like, what? Like you get full backstory of this player, and like I was there thinking, I don't know if I need the full backstory for him. Like what? I don't need to know all details of his life. Just tell me why this thing happened in the locker room. And since it's only 1 hour long, that is why I'm committing to watch here my time. You know what I mean? However, then it goes on about his backstory, how did he get there and everything. And then we get to the actual point, like what happened back then, which isn't like that long. It shows you like it just it isn't very, I will say personally, I didn't thought this was very entertaining. Because the way it was done, and all these people comes on and talk about how NBA life and everything, as like, I don't know how much audience will care about that, you know. This is kind of like one of those documentaries. And on the other hand, maybe because I don't know this player, you know, I'm not that invested to know their backstory. Then again, I was thinking, if you already know this player, probably you already know how they get there. So I don't think we needed all this backstory. But overall, honestly, I thought this documentary first act is not that interesting. However, though, as it went on, it wasn't bad watch by any mean. I thought personally, it's just some of the direction this documentary took in this, I was really surprised. Like, why we are wasting so much of our time with all those random people. Then I was listening to the one of the player, Javis, I think his name. He was really excited this documentary is coming out, and we do get to him like later on this documentary. And then we get to the part where the incident took place there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, why would you bring gun to your locker room? That's not, it shouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Although both of these players, they did pay the price for this incident. This documentary does emphasize on that, and I was there thinking, yeah, you shouldn't be bringing gun to your locker room. You know what I mean? But overall, I feel like this documentary, it isn't as exciting as the trailer it promised you, but it isn't bad by any mean. I feel like I just thought it was kind of like okay. But I think a lot of people will enjoy this, especially if you know this player. I didn't know this player, so maybe that's why I was like lost a lot of time. Neither I watch basketball. It's not my favorite game, if I'm being honest. I'm not like against it. I have seen many basketball center movies. Basketballs are often very intense, I must say. Although I don't understand it. I guess they're the same way how you play hockey and stuff. I feel like this movie, like this documentary, it was okay. It was not very focused, and that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment. What do you think about this documentary? Story itself is definitely is very interesting. The way it was made is, however, not very focused. That is what I thought. But yeah, some people might like it. Let me know in the comment if you enjoyed this review. Don't forget other reviews on other show. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time. Please take care.